Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to United View, man. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Another Flex's View and the news. It was yesterday, so you gotta bear with me, man. I know you got to know about this already, but this is my view on it, yeah? Everyone's had their say. It's my time to have my say, yeah? Andre Onana out of pre-season. He has got a hamstring injury that looks like it's going to last about 6 to 8 weeks. Not ideal. Not ideal, but we have to talk about what that means, what the knock-on effect is, what should be our course of action with this, and what our options actually are in regards to this. And a little bit on Brian and Mbeumo. There's, again, new optimism. You know what? Continued negotiations between Man United and Brentford as Fabrizio Romano and more say. And there's still an expectation, a hope, a feeling, whatever you want to call it, that Brian Mbeumo is going to make it on tour for Man United. It feels weird even saying that because there hasn't even been a here we go. He hasn't even signed for us. It's not even in terms of he's hurry up and just get the medical done. This deal hasn't even been agreed yet. But the clubs have continued to work. But Fabrizio Romano said that, it's still priority Man United. Nothing's changed there. And also Alejandro Garnacho has turned down the chance to go to Al Nassr as well. So quite a jam-packed Flex's View. I like these. They're short, they're sharp, they're concise, they're to the point. But I've got 3 topics to talk about today, so we're going to condense them into a little compact little piece for you guys, man. All right, Andre Onana. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks with a hamstring injury. So the first thing is that, in my opinion, as it was, he was going to be our number one for the start of the season, right? Now, that doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to 100% change now. But before this injury, I would have said that he's going to be our number one, right, this season. But what we do know, shout out James from the Muppeteers and others, they have said that Man United have looked at that position. They have been looking at targets. They have been looking at potential keepers. And we have seen some keepers that have been linked, right? But it's not deemed as the priority. And most importantly, it was all about moving Andre Onana on. And, there was some rumours of Monaco. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that, there has been interest in May from Saudi, just didn't materialise. He's on quite a bit of money. It's not really something that Andre Onana has been looking at, to be honest with you. So it looked like it was going to be as you were. Now, the question is with him getting injured, listen, you don't want to see something. I have seen people saying, good, that means you're going to get rid of him. It's a blessing in disguise that he's injured. I feel a bit uncomfortable with that terminology. But in terms of just keeping it away from, I'm saying, I'm not wishing harm on someone, but just keeping it football and looking at the opportunity or the decision that could be made because he's injured, I would say, there could be an opportunity now to either fast forward the thinking that the club may have had, or you go, well, he's not going to be ready for the start of the season. How long is it going to take him? We don't really trust buying it anyway, and we were looking at maybe like a keeper for 7, 8 to 10 million pounds or euros. Go and get it done. Vitek's come back in as well. I think he's 21, 22. He's been on loan in Austria, I think it is. He's impressed. He can probably get on the tour now. You've got Tom Heaton, who signed a year extension but hasn't played in ages. But shout out Tomo. I'm not even going to say jokingly. When Onana's been on some of his BS, I've said many times I don't think Tomo would make them mistakes. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think he would. I know he made one in the Kuala Lumpur game the other week, but that he hasn't played in ages. And obviously Bayern. So do you want to be going into the season with Bayern in goal? We've seen last year, they're both not great. Let's just be honest, they're not. We have to call a spade a spade. They're both not great. It got so bad at one stage with Onana, like it has done, that we all wanted Bayern to start. Bayern did start a game or two, and we were like, the Newcastle game weren't really his fault until he passed one straight to Harvey Barnes or whoever it was. That was his fault. He did well against Arsenal. I can't even remember any other games he's played. What was the one where he dropped him? Oh, it was the Newcastle game, actually. We got stuffed anyway. But anyway, it's not the best. It's not the best. Let's be real. It's not the best. So it doesn't really... It doesn't solve the problem. For me, I still want a new goalkeeper. So I would like the club to go, you know what, he's not going to make it for pre-season anyway. Let's fast forward the plans that we had. Let's accelerate the plans that we had and get a low cost. Maybe the keeper was going to be a backup keeper and Bayern Deer was going to be the one to leave. And the new keeper is going to be the one to put pressure on Onana. And then you play that guy. Or because they're not going to sell him, he's injured. So it's not going to be Onana. It's not going to be Onana's on the transfer list, so sell him now, he's injured. It's going to be, you're going to be forced to go into the market because your keeper's not going to be there for the start of the season. Do you want to be starting the season like that? I don't. And on top of that, there's still big question marks for me over Andre Onana in general about his ability. We know it, not good enough. So I would like to see us go out and buy a keeper and potentially use this unfortunate situation that Onana's got injured for him on a personal, and use it as a catalyst to better the team. That's what we're here for, right? This is a football club. So I'm saying we can't be too sentimental. It's not nice that he's got a 6 to 8 week injury, but there's an opportunity to be had there if we're creative enough. Now, obviously, money. Do you know what I mean? We still can't get Brian Mbeumo over the line. I'll get there in a second, but we have to try and find some money from somewhere. But it is somewhere that we have been looking at. This isn't a new position. It's not something that's taken Man United by surprise in terms of they ain't got links lined up. You know, a lot of the reports saying that Man United have been looking at the goalkeeper position all summer as potentially bringing in someone like an understudy or someone as the number 2 to replace Bayern Deer, but good enough to put pressure onto Onana, and maybe they can make that transition. So let's wait and see what happens, but it's not ideal prep. I mean, you can say, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird because you say it's not ideal prep because you haven't got your number 1 goalkeeper for the whole pre-season tour, for all of pre-season, and then probably not for the first game of the season, really, if you think about it. But a lot of us don't really want Onana to be the number 1. So, yeah, it's a sticky one. Man United need a goalkeeper, and that doesn't change whether he's fit or unfit or injured or not injured, if I'm honest with you. That's my view. I think we should have been looking for a goalkeeper anyway. And it looks like we're about to do that. Or well, we don't know, but I think we should. That's where I stand on that. A little bit on Brian Mbeumo. I said it to you lot when I was venting yesterday. I was like, I don't know, man. It just feels like we're just not getting anywhere with this, man. We're just not getting anywhere. But we're being told the clubs are still talking. Obviously, we have to be patient. I've said, I mean, even for me, there was no real reason why he shouldn't have been, well, he should have been in the team for the Leeds game, in my opinion. He should have. Like, he should have been here already training with the team in the first week. That hasn't happened. Leeds game in Sweden is this Saturday. What day is it today? Sunday. So it's next weekend coming. I doubt he's going to be there unless it happens really quick. And then midway through the week after that is when we all fly to America. So he has to be there. And the reports are saying there is optimism that will happen and he's going to join next week. Is it an Mbeumo next week? I don't know, man. I don't commit to it. Well, they said it's going to be next week. They said that they're happy he'll be on tour and stuff like that. Until I see it, I'm going back to the old school thing with this Mbeumo thing. Until I see him in a Man United shirt, having signed a contract or walking out at Carrington, I'm not believing it. I'm not. Well, even walking out at Carrington. Once we get a here we go and that is a deal agreed with, Ornstein and that, then I know that it's done. But it's not the Mbeumo thing to United that worries me in terms of his decision. It's just the fee. But listen, they've been talking for a while. Surely it's got to get done very, very soon. I do think we'll end up getting him, but I'm just being non-committal on it, man, because we just keep hearing it time and time again. Next week. This deal is taking ages. Meanwhile, we're standing still and everyone else is moving. And we're making a massive song and dance out of Matheus Cunha, which I'm pleased for him and I'm excited that he's here. But that's worn off, man. That's worn off. We need more. The shiny new toy and the shiny new 10, should I say. The shiny new 10 ain't enough, bro. It ain't enough. We need to get serious, and we are not moving serious right now. We are not. We need a catalyst. We need a ripple effect, domino effect of moves, outgoings and incomings. We need it to be busy very soon. And I'm not losing my shit about it, saying this has to be now. I would like it to have been now. But the fact that it ain't, the time is running out for it to get active quick. Do you know what I'm saying? Because before you know it, you're halfway towards the back end of pre-season tour, flying back to England. You still ain't got no players. You still ain't sold no players. And then you've got like a week and a bit until the season starts against Arsenal, who will be ready. Yeah, you can say, oh, I'm going to do a football flex video soon about the Gyökeres thing, but they will be more ready than us to give licks. And we can't be tolerating that. Do you know what I'm saying? And not just the Arsenal game, just the season, bro. We finished 15th. We won't be ready for the season. And we can't afford a bad start. The start is tough enough as it is with 3 of the top 6 in the first, 5 to 6 games, I think it is. It's a tough start, man. So we got to fix up on that one. Alejandro Garnacho turned down the chance to join Al Nassr, turned down the chance to go to Saudi. No surprise there, to be honest with you. No surprise there, to be honest with you, because he said, all the reports have said he's given priority to the Premier League, let alone Europe. So I couldn't see him going to Saudi at this stage of his career anyway. So we'll keep a keen eye on that and see who next we're linked to in terms of incomings, and see who Garnacho is linked to in terms of outgoings as well. Peeps, smash a like on the video, man. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'm out of here, guys. Take care, man. Bless up. See you guys soon. Peace.